Yeah, hold on. I'm about to post the stream up. Trucks that force it all. I mean, if you got a good connection, I mean, you got a good connection. If it's...
Hi and welcome to Beaver Stadium, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, with the largest crowds in college football assembled here. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams coming unranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 1 team in the land, Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to get us going. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. He'll hand it off, running through the tackle. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Oh!
Caught over the middle. It's long. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Say what?
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
We'll try the ground game here with the running back. Not much on that play, brought down short.
93 speed for a tight end? God damn.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looks to the left. Pass caught.
As soon as he came out the backfield.
Score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend when the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this. Good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. Turn starts inside the 15. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT.
What the hell were you guys doing?
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
God damn it.
Grab down the middle. It's Law. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Great play call.
No, I didn't read the draw.
Outstanding job.
I read it right.
By
I
the
just out of
quarterback.
position.
With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
It's the running back in the flat. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
And not a cheat.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. The defense with more pre-snap movement. He hands it off from the gun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense.
Shot, you got that off.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Receiver
fucking hit the goddamn button.
Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. We're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Did he take it all the way? Inside the 40.
Bad read. That was a bad read, sir.
Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I know the toss play again with the guy taking the snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
And the offense going backwards in that play. Defense makes a stop to wrap up the first quarter.
That's the end of Penn State 14, NC State 7.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, when you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop?
Yeah.
Got a lane. Can he get in?
Did that lag right there?
Touchdown, Penn State. We had a short field.
That one, that one was noticeable. I'll give you that one. That one was noticeable.
Given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle.
No, you're good.
There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the
I got trouble with it.
opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He'll take a deep shot here. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot.
I'm glad he was there because I picked the wrong
This
play.
quarterback was really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He's going to take another shot right here. An outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And he throws his third interception of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions.
Good game.
They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
And Indy Lions are in the red zone. Tailback takes the handoff again. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs.
And the junior gets home making a sack there.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first-and-goal situation.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. Solid tackle. Able to get him down.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe hold them to 3 points.
Third and goal. Looking to throw for it. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First down. Looking to throw the football. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. So we reach the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to
You already
get
got
something
9
going here and
touchdowns with that guy?
this lead before halftime.
God damn.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They stop him, but it's a first down. NC State comes to the line quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
They run a hitch route?
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact.
Damn.
And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback dropping back. And the pass is incomplete.
I think he's predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there. It doesn't work out.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Silva. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw yet again. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Look out, he's got some space. He's at the 50. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception. And a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from...
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Penn State. A tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is
That
so
just
dangerous.
lagged like
He's
a
trying to
mofo.
remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from this secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
Yeah, that time it did.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And he will lose 10 yards on that carry. Good play by the defense. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And they heave it deep downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
He just didn't jump.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's long.
No way.
Breaks a tackle on the play. Makes a decent gain. NC State comes to the line quickly. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. And the result is going to be a safety. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors for a halftime update.
That was my fault. It's halftime. It's halftime.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
Trying it onside to start the 3rd with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field.
Let's
And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect
the entire season.
Defense bracing for the run against this heavy formation. Here comes a handoff. He shreds the tackle. Finds room at the 30. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a
illegal block in the back.
Field. Let's check this
wow.
out.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Coach, he will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. He fires it. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play.
Man coverage.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the route is on. They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead.
I can if you want.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Let me kick this off and I'll try. I can't pause it right now for whatever reason.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good.
There we go. Coaches, options. Nope, it won't let me send it. Put you popcorn.
So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. NC State comes to the line quickly. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Bringing pressure. He's hit right as he throws it. Not complete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Makes a quick grab.
I tackled you with my butt.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back. With the catch, it's Law. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
Oh, what a play. Man, this defense, they better watch out for this tight end today. It's proven right there how easily he can slip behind and get lost in coverage. And if that happens, this quarterback's going to find him and make you pay.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now.
Well, now that we're in this 2nd half, Chris, you're limited on how many possessions you can get to get back into this game. But I think they needed to get something to get them going. Now you steal back some momentum. Let's see what they can do with this.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. Gets rid of it on the move. And this time it's complete. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead.
I thought
the
for
way
sure
to the
I was
end
thinking
zone.
about it.
Touchdown, Wolfpack. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front giving him enough time to throw.
And the point after is right down the middle. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down play coming up. And now the running back's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready?
Important third down play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Penn State. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there. NC State comes to the line quickly. Second down, we're going to throw it. That pass is caught. Tackled, but first down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
So second and 10 after the previous play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure
Come on,
on
where
him.
you threw
I
that?
think it would have been
Or
potentially
you're trying to throw it
touchdown.
at? That one?
He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46. This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. On first and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Pass complete. It's second down now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Penn State 49, NC State.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And he'll set up to throw. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football. And it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. First down here for this offense. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Now, the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Contact in the neutral zone leads to the penalty. That's good news for the offense. Now it's second down here. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. The return starts just inside the end zone. And they've got the returner corralled. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. The incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw.
No!
It's caught off the deflection. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Well, this decision clearly backfires on this offense. Backed up inside their own 10-yard line, and you go for it? I mean, I get being aggressive, but that's just not smart football.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the 4th quarter to see this guy get the football and just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, Big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Touchdown, Penn State. And the beatdown continues. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll take the return and try to get some better field positions. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration. Receiver makes the grab. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. First down, looking to throw the ball. Nice grab. It's Silva.
Jeez,
They get him
nice
down,
tackle.
but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense looking to throw the ball. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.